In our previous episode, we've had a look at how to make this shirt from scratch with the modular configurator in Marvelous Designer. And now we're going to have a look at how to put the Genesis character into this shirt and make it fit the Genesis 9 figure. So there's a few things that we need to do to make that happen. The first thing is that we need to bring this guy into an A pose, because that's what Genesis 9 is going to look like. So let's go and bring up our library here, switch that back from modular configurator over to library. And here in our avatar section, go to the avatar you've used, like in my case, male V2, and then we'll go back into pose, and then we're going to use the first pose here, which is the A pose. When you double click that, accept the defaults, then he will go and spread his arms a bit, and yeah, that's going to look a little bit more like what Genesis 9's pose is going to look like. Next, we need to go, and we can close this down now. We need to go and switch off the simulation, because if we don't do that, the shirt is going to fall to the floor the moment I select him and delete him. So make sure this orange button is not selected, or press the spacebar to unselect that. Then select your avatar and delete this guy out. Now we need to bring in a Genesis 9 figure. I already have it. If you've already saved it to the avatar library here, I've got one that's called DAZ Genesis here. I can just go and bring this in from here. But just in case you don't have that, in DAZ Studio you would go and load either Genesis 8 or 9, whichever preferred character you want to use. I'm going to use the Genesis 9 dev load here. Just in case you don't know the difference between the dev load and these regular figures here, the dev load has no skin textures. And it also has no attachment. So you'll see that the eyes are missing here, and there's no mouth attachments, and there's no eyelashes and all that. So this is going to make my life a little bit easier. But it still has the subdivision surface modifier applied. So it's still high resolution. Let's change that to base resolution, and then go and export this out as OBJ. File export. And I'm going to just put this on my desktop and call it G9 base. And then in here, it doesn't really matter which scale you choose. Just make sure you remember what it is, because it needs to be the same on import and on export. So I'm going to just pick the DAZ Studio preset here and leave all the defaults set, hit accept, and that will export my character out, provided I have nothing else in the scene. Now notice at this point it needs to be the base figure, not a custom character, because we need the base figure shape to turn this into follower clothing in a moment. So make sure if you have a custom character not to use that, use the Genesis base figure. Then in here we can go File, Import, OBJ, and we'll pick our character here. And in the next dialog, you're going to be presented with what thing is it that you're actually importing. So I'm opening something, and I'm opening it as an avatar. That's important. I also want to add automatic arrangement points, and most importantly, I want to automatically create a fitting suit here. So this will let Marvelous Designer automatically fit and adjust the clothing that we currently have, because it's clever enough to know the built-in avatar also had a fitting suit, and if your avatar also has a fitting suit, it's able to infer the fitting more or less magically. That's quite nice. If you have a character that is missing a head, or missing the legs, or missing the arms, then this isn't going to work, because it's looking for these closed surfaces there. So some of these shapes that you can export from DAZ Studio that are more designed to fit a skirt, for example, it'll look for the legs, and it won't find the legs because it looks like the skirt at the bottom, and it's going to fail. So you're going to have to be inventive in that case. But in our case, it's going to work. Scale, make sure this is set to centimeters, DAZ Studio, because that's what I've exported it as. But if you export with meters from DAZ Studio, you also need to change this to meters in Marvelous Designer. So just make sure the export scale matches the import scale here. Super important, do not press this button. The universe will collapse when you do that, and there's all kinds of issues, so let's make sure we don't do that. I don't actually know what that button does, but if you do, then you'll see that the clothing doesn't match the position of the character. All hell breaks loose and terribility ensues. There we go. This doesn't look fantastic, but it's okay, because we can let Marvelous Designer try to do some of the heavy lifting here. So previously you'd have to literally select these pieces of your garment and then move it down and try to fit it, but it might not then find the right size. So in our case, we can go to the 2D pattern here and head over to Fitting, Auto Fitting. This is a two-part process, by the way. You need to fit the if you want to use this auto-fitting mechanism, you need to use this on the 2D as well as the 3D garment once each, and then it'll try to infer that. Look at that. So this is now try to find the position there, but also change the size of the shirt. Now we need to go to 3D garment, retarget draping, and that'll also make a change. So you should use both of these things for maximum results. You can use them 3D first, then 2D. Had I done that, I would have seen that the shirt kind of ends here. So it's much longer on my Genesis 9 avatar than it is on my previous one, because the Genesis 9 avatar is a bit shorter. So this almost worked, but the arms, it couldn't quite work out the arms. So in this case, you just go and select those patterns, shift select for the other one, control F to reset the 3D arrangement, then press the spacebar and resimulate. And there we go. Perfect. Shirt fits Genesis 9. So that's quite nice. If you had a more complex garment, then it will be much harder to guess what the new size is going to be, and this has done a marvelous job at that, and it's also done this more or less automatically. So for this to work, this auto-fitting mechanism, the avatar that was in here before needs to also have a fitting suit, and the avatar that you're bringing in also needs to have a fitting suit. So sometimes you will see an error message when you do this or that here, retarget draping, and it'll tell you that one of your avatars didn't have a fitting suit, and that's the reason for that. So this is a good start. We're kind of ready to export this. Let's have a look at the UVs and the automatic UV packer that's been introduced in Marvelous Designer 12.2 in the next episode. Stay tuned for that.